We cutting loops.
Yeah, you're in the right place. It's time for another episode of All Right Bet. That's Andy St. Clair. Here we go.
Wanna bet?
Cash money.
It's time for another episode of All Right Bet.
Wanna bet?
No! God, please, no! No!
Tease it. Tease it.
When I want a chicken dinner.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh man, no, God, please, no. That was for all the Ravens fans and Bears fans this weekend, wasn't it?
Oh, God. How crazy was that? Like, one, the Ravens looked so awesome for 55 minutes, and then the last 5 they were bad. But, like, this is why you try to get the best of the line, right? Like, it didn't quite matter, but, if the Ravens were plus 1.5 when it opened, closed at minus 1.5, it depends where you got the Bills and where you got the rate. It's just gambling's fun, Mikey. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, it's fun, and sometimes it's frustrating too. You know what I mean?
My God, the Ravens and the Bears. If those two teams come through, woo, baby, I'm looking. What a great week.
Yeah, I mean, man, you would have cashed right in, and I had two myself that goddamn Steelers Jets game, 2.5. I was at 2.5. And the same for the damn Bengals, 2.5. Both those games burned me on a couple of parlays, but that's gambling, right? That's gambling.
Right. I mean,
Got me on a couple, man. But anyways, you guys are looking for winners. You're in the right spot, and you know that if you've been paying attention. Now, if you've been following, and if you haven't, I'm going to beat it to death. We're giving away 6 free baseball picks every single day for the whole season. Andy, our record is now up to 518 wins, 356 losses on the season. 518 over 356, handing those out. And guess what happened last night? If you caught the video, if you caught the picks, this is where you landed. 6 for 6, baby.
Oh, look at that.
6 for 6. That's a $5 ticket right there. Every single one of them came in. And if you're doing like I tell you to do every damn time and make a couple parlays out of those 6 teams, you also landed with something like this.
Okay.
And then you also landed with something like this.
Okay.
These are all $5 cards, guys. I mean, boy, buddy, yesterday we lit it up. I get to blow all this money this weekend on football.
We should tell everybody, next week I'm going to be out of the country, as I know you are, but you're going to be available. I'm going to be a little farther ahead of the time zones. I'll be in Ireland, so I'm going to be like 10 hours ahead. So I am playing a little bit this week, not as much. I probably won't be playing. I'll send my picks into you next week. I probably won't be playing any games though. I imagine maybe I'll pick 10 if I have time.
Yeah, sure.
But I am saying I'm taking this week and the next week and probably the week after, because I'm there like almost 8 days. I'm just taking a little lighter. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take it a little lighter. I'm gonna enjoy my time by the time I'm back into it, it's gonna be about week 4 or 5 in the NFL season.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're just going to play it a little soft there, but we'll be sending some picks into us, and we're going to need them because, guys, you tuned in last week. We went like 18-8 in the college football games that we handed out, taking us to 31-15 so far in the season in 2 weeks. I have some money in your pocket there. NFL, only the 1 week to go on here. We were 10-4. How can you complain? How can you complain on that, right? Now, money line dogs. Now, that's the thing when we're handing out some money for you on those. The money line dogs, Andy. Last week, I'll get to what we were last week in a second here on the money line dogs. But you know the drill here. Every week, Andy and I are heading over to the local dog rescue. We're going to see which dogs we might want to pet, right? And are we going to wind up like Ricky Gervais, Happy Dogs, or the Sarah McLachlan? Oh, there it is. Happy Dogs last week. Happy Dogs. 5-4. That takes us to 8-5 on the season on Moneyline Dogs. You got to love that. You got to love that.
Right. Give me anything above 500. Let's go.
Yeah. We pet 9 dogs last weekend over at the rescue. We took 5 of them home with us, guys. That was Ohio. Matt had Ohio over West Virginia. We gave you money line. Fresno over Oregon State money line. That came in. Andy gave you UNLV to win. That one came in because who's UCLA, right? I mean, UNLV comes in over them. And I also gave you Baylor to beat SMU. And that one came in. And then in the NFL, I told you, Raiders money line New England. Boom. Those were all money line dogs. Came in and paid you big money. And you know what? We handed you a lot of winners in college football too. We handed you a lot of winners in college football, and this week those winners are brought to you by the Joyview Meats.
It's brought to you by the Joyview Meats Market. Don't go to the grocery store for those price gouge packaged proteins. That's not even a whole pound. Do yourself a favor and head over to Joyview Meats Market. This family's been serving the community since 1969. And they're serving the best cuts of beef, pork, and poultry. Not to mention the best fresh ground Polish kielbasa you'll find anywhere in Detroit. Smoked or fresh. That's the Joyview Meat Market right on Joy Road and Telegraph. Support the neighborhood and tell them Gordon sent you.
Get over to Joyview Meats, man. Best kielbasa you're going to find in Detroit. There's no doubt about it. Now, Louis, hit the music now. There it is. There it is. I misspoke a little bit up front, Andy, when I said we were 18-8. Those were last week's numbers, buddy. Last week, college football, we handed out 46 different picks, including teasers and over-unders on all the games that we gave out, and we hit 32. Okay, 32 out of 46. Now, I'm not going to get to reading them all off to you right here. Just enjoy the music for a minute. There it is. Those are all winners, guys, and we're going to get right back at it this week. Okay. Big Six Picks featured the biggest 6 games of the week. If you want to see that, tune in over there. We got Dunbar Dix, Hollywood producer and story editor over there. He was on the show picking Big Six. He's a big Tennessee Vols fan. So if you're looking for Clemson, Georgia Tech, over there. Texas A&M, Notre Dame, over there. Georgia, Tennessee, over there. Broncos, Colts, Eagles, Chiefs, DC, Green Bay, all over there. Andy, who do you like for college?
College this week, I got a few. Now I wrote down 10, and I'm just going to give you I'm going to start with one light. This is a game I'll do, and this is a game I will lose. But I know me, and I can't get away from it. Oregon is coming to Northwestern. Northwestern's about 28 and a half point dog. All right. Look, that's a lot of points. I get that Northwestern's bad, and I get that Oregon is embarrassing people. I get it. And I understand why you're like, Andy, don't. I'm not taking Northwestern. They're terrible. Look, here's my other argument. Next week, Oregon has the Civil War. I believe they place Oregon State. Look, I don't care how good or bad Oregon State is. That game means something, and it means something to Oregon. And the week after that, Oregon plays Penn State, right? So outside of Northwestern, the next 2 games are Oregon State and Penn State. 2 games Oregon is going to want to be focused for. Do I think Oregon's going to show everything they have in their arsenal against Northwestern? No. Do I think Oregon is going to win and get out of Evanston with a win, probably by about 20 points, 21 points? Yeah. I don't think Oregon's going to go out of their way to show everything. I think last week against Oklahoma State, Gundy and Dan Lanning had a little thing. Dan Lanning was like, all right, fine, I'm going to fucking beat you 69-14. I don't think he's going to do that to Northwestern. So I like Northwestern plus 28 and a half.
All right, taking Northwestern into points. I'm sure you guys watching the show can see I was dying there, man. I
like that. I just kept going and didn't care what you were doing.
You killed it, man. You picked it up. I was dying over here, man. Oh my God. Whew. Well, anyway, hey, Northwestern plus the points. That's probably not a bad pick. I can't disagree with you. Listen, here's one I like for Saturday. Houston minus the 5 at Colorado. I've not been impressed by Colorado so far this year. I took them last week to cover Delaware, and they did. That's fine. But I think Deion announced like he's starting his 3rd-string quarterback this week or something.
Yep.
Houston been playing better than I thought they were going to this year. It's 5 points. It's a home game for the Cougs. I'm taking the Cougs laying the 5 to Colorado.
You might remember who said Big 12 sleeper, win the Big 12, Houston Cougars.
Yeah, you did.
I love that coach. I continue to love that coach. I think that Houston team is very good. I think they're underrated. I think nobody's talking about Houston. I like the 5. Give me the Houston money line. Give me Houston.
Yeah, Houston money line. Give me Houston all day long on this thing, man. I mean, why not? All right, hey, I'm also going to jump on a team I bashed on the last show here. You're going to have to give me Bama laying the 20 at home to Wisconsin, right? I mean, Wisconsin just not good. Not good.
They're not good. To me, this game for me is just a stay away, only because I don't. What Alabama did against ULM to me is nothing, right? Like it doesn't tell me anything. It just tells me that they're Alabama, and what they did the first week was lose to maybe a very good Florida State team, maybe a bad Florida State team. I just don't know. So I do think Wisconsin's bad. I'm with you, but can Wisconsin cover? What is it? 20, 14? 20? Yes, they can cover it, but I don't want to place money on that game either way.
All right, I'm going to play it, lay in the 20, but I'm 100% going to play it on a teaser, guys. Tease this thing because it gets you to 13. They just got to beat them by the 2 scores. I love it. I'm going to be on Bama here. I just don't think Wisconsin is any good, man. I just don't think they are. Here's one I think we'll be on the same page with here, though. Texas Tech laying 23 to Oregon State. Now, this is an obvious teaser. This is an obvious teaser because Oregon State is bad this year. They're bad.
Yeah.
I mean, word is out on the recruiting trail that they're not going to try to get into a real conference for some reason. They're beholden to this Pac-2, and they're not going to bother. So nobody's going there to play, out of Power 4 or 5-star kids. Anyway, I'm taking Texas Tech laying the 23 to Oregon State, and I'll be teasing that one.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's kind of scary is the right. I don't know the right. I think I don't. For me, I don't. It's probably a pass, but I just don't know what Texas Tech is yet. That's my only thing.
Sure.
But I would be on your side for sure on that game.
Yeah. Here's one. Let's get into this USF team.
Okay.
All right. They upset Miami last week. Great for them, man. I'm happy for the Bulls. Florida. Sorry. They're playing Miami this week. They upset Florida last week. They're playing Miami this week, which Vegas has this thing down at like 17 right now. Man, Miami looked pretty good against Notre Dame. Listen, this is very unlikely. This is going to be a 3 games Cinderella roll for the USF Bulls. And it's a tough 3 games. They got to be a little banged up. I mean,
yeah, this is one of my picks. I have Miami. I'm taking Miami in the points.
Yeah, me too.
Only because I think, look, if USF had lost to Florida, I think I would bet USF this week. The win, I think, shines a lot more light on USF. And whether, the Miami coach, who I forget his name all the time, Cristobal, like I do not think he's a very good coach, but I do think them winning helps him a lot, right? He can be like, look, they beat Boise, they beat Florida. They're going to come in here and try to beat, I think it's helpful. So, and I think Miami's going to take care of business. I like Miami by 21 to 28. I think
this game will be on every teaser I play this weekend, guaranteed. You get this thing down to 9.5 on a teaser. I love it.
And if USF wins, by the way, they will be the G5 rep and in the driver's seat. And I'll have to apologize. They're a legit team, super legit.
Yeah. They will probably be in the driver's seat, man. They probably will. All right, let's look at this Ole Miss Arkansas game. Now, listen, I'm going to use a little line that you used last week with some other team. I don't even remember. I think it was UCLA. Arkansas. Why are they good? Why are they any good? Why is this only 7 points? Ole Miss at home. I can get this thing at 6.5. I'm all over Ole Miss here.
It's at Arkansas, right?
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I think I've got it at Ole Miss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a home game for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think the only what I would do, what I like to do more in this game is I would tease Ole Miss.
Pick them. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. To me, that's not my play for this game. That's not my play. I am on this game though, and I'm on this game on the over. Arkansas hasn't showed me they stop anybody, but also with Petrino's kind of like he's like an older version of Kiffin to me. He's like the older version of if Bobby Petrino in his prime was if he was Lane's age when he got hired, but Petrino in the 80s, Petrino would be the old Lane Kiffin. So I just expect a lot of points in this game.
Okay. Yep. No, that's a good play. I like the over in that game. That's a good one. I'll probably add that to my repertoire there. You got another one on your list you want to roll?
Yeah. I'll throw a couple. One is, look, I'm going to go back into the well of Duke football. They're at Tulane. Duke is a dog. They're like a 1 or 2 point dog. Look, I think Duke's the better team. I think also they were in that Illinois game for a lot of the game. The game just got a little out of hand towards the end. Like I watched a lot of that game. Like at halftime, they were there. They were hanging in. It was 10-9 or whatever the score was. It was close. but they missed some fourth downs in the third and fourth quarter. And I like the quarterback a lot. That quarterback's going to keep them in. I think Duke straight up wins. I think they're a money line dog that I think you need to play.
Okay. All right. We're going to jump on some money line dogs later, and it's fine that you threw that one out there right now because as of this morning, Tulane was the 1.5. So this thing keeps flipping back and forth, it looks like.
Tulane is the favorite?
No,
dog?
they were the dog. They were home dogs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
So
then
it keeps
I
slipping.
I still love Duke, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So just stay in the realm of where you like this one, guys, and wait. This line keeps flipping 1.5 one way, 1.5 the other. So if you're betting this one, you're obviously betting at money line. And if you are, wait till your side is the dog and get that money. So just don't rush your bet. Wait, because this thing's jumping. This morning it was -1.5 Tulane. Now it's -1.5 Duke. We'll see where it lands, man. We'll see where this thing lands. Go ahead.
I got a couple others I give you. I like Southern Miss. I have some irrational love for Southern Miss. They play App State. Everybody is kind of assuming App State's going to beat them up. I like that coach. I'm just trying to bet coaches I like this year a little more. And I just like that coach, the guy from Marshall, and the whole team came over. So I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the 2 + 3, whatever it is. Also, this would go into my money line bets as well. So
Okay.
I like Southern Miss.
Okay. Southern Miss on the money line dogs this week too. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you one more straight up here before I run down a couple of teasers for you guys, just like last week. I like Virginia Tech -7 at home to Old Dominion. Look, Virginia Tech, it's Virginia Tech at home and it's Old Dominion. This Virginia Tech team, not that bad, not as good as we thought out the gates this season, but this one just seems to me an easy teaser pick. I mean, Virginia Tech has a pick 'em at home against Old Dominion. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take Virginia Tech laying the 7. I'll probably buy it to 6.5, but I'm on this one.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I'll give you a couple before you give some teasers. I'll give you a couple more I like. Missouri State plus 28.5 at home against SMU. I look, SMU is going to have to they're going to have to pound Missouri State by 35-42. Missouri State's coach is not a bad coach. The dude wins. And look, I admit I graduated administrator. I have a little more history on Missouri State college football. Dude's good coach. They're going to lose. I'm not saying they're going to win, but this coach, your team's going to have to be really good to blow out Missouri State like USC, which beat them by 60. SMU's not USC. They're just not. And so for them to win by even 30, that gets Missouri State in the conversation of covering. And so it's not about how much better SMU is. It's just about the value of points. And the value of points is 20.5, 4 touchdowns. Like, look, I just got to take the home dog. I just got to. I got to take 28.5 points. Yeah. I can't resist it. Here's a couple others just to throw at you. I like FIU +2 or -2.5 over FAU. FIU's at home. I actually think they're legit. I think they have a chance to win their conference. They're kind of a long shot, but I like them there. Look, they're going to play in Pitbull Stadium. I think that's the stadium.
That's hilarious.
So that's a stadium Pitbull sponsor. So give that to me. Give me Vandy versus, I think, South Carolina.
Yeah, they're playing South Carolina. That's a stay away from me, man. Those are two teams that I'm just not sure about, man. I think they both have the capability on any day to be really good or not good.
Yeah, I just don't like South Carolina. I just don't think they're very good this year. I just don't think that they barely beat Virginia Tech, and Virginia Tech just got destroyed last week. So I don't know. I just I'm not. So I like them, and I also like Florida. It's 7.5. I think it's a nice little spot. LSU. Look, I'm last week I was like buy LSU national title tickets. Look, I'm a sucker as well. I just think it's a lot of points, and Florida needs to win, and they need to win. They'll keep it close.
Yeah, they need to win for sure. That one's that's a tricky one for me. That's going to have to be a stay away for me because the bad LSU I expected to see week 1 wasn't, and that doesn't mean it's not in there.
Yeah.
So I don't, you know what I mean? This is a scary game for me. LSU could come out and Nussmeier could just pound Florida and they could look like they did last week against USF, or this could be the bad LSU week. Stay away from me. but jump on that thing and rock a pick 'em. I mean, I'll rock a pick 'em teaser on that all day long. You know what I mean? That's one of the ones I'm going to have as a pick 'em teaser. So, guys, here's a couple teasers I'm going to give you right now. New Mexico at UCLA. All right, this is touchdown teaser, 7 points. 7 points. You tease New Mexico, you're going to get New Mexico at plus 22.5 at UCLA. We've seen how bad UCLA is. We saw New Mexico against Michigan. Now, it's not national championship Michigan, but it's a good football team, and everybody was pretty surprised, and we talked about it last week on the show with Garrett. That's the team. The guy comes down from Idaho, brought his whole team down. This is not a normal New Mexico shitty team. He's got his system going. They're going to score some points. 22.5 is not, I mean, I like New Mexico plus 22.5 in this one. Give me Buffalo laying 14 at Kent State. I think that's easy money.
I like
Kent
that.
State is not good. Buffalo's great, right?
Give me on that one. That
All right.
for sure. Give me on that one.
All right. What do you think about this one now? Auburn minus 18 at home against South Alabama. I just like this one. Auburn looks for real this year. They look for real this year, and they're going to need to win this thing by 20 or so. You know what I mean? So,
Well, they do need to win big, and coach will do it. Freeze will he'll run it
Reese
up.
will do it.
He gets a chance, but I kind of think there's a lot of offense on South Alabama, so I would be a little worried. But if Auburn and their quarterback, who was awesome, Jackson Arnold was awesome against Baylor, and they scored on Baylor, so yeah, it's not it's a pass for me, but yeah, I get the concept.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm rocking a couple, I'm gonna have this one on there. Love me some USC minus 14 at Purdue.
Yeah.
We don't even need to discuss it.
No, USC's awesome. Again, I like bang the drum. I think USC's awesome this year. I think they're going to thump.
Yeah, let's go, man. Hey, King and Kalen Miller, let's go, man. King cracked off another one last week, buddy.
Yeah,
his line for the team, he's the number 2 rusher on the team for USC right now, and he's got 10 carries for 103 yards and 2 scores.
Yeah,
kid's lighting it up, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, let me get West Virginia plus 14 at home to Pitt. Now I know they just lost to Ohio last week because I predicted it, but listen, Pitt had everything they could do in handling Central Michigan and pulled away late on a turnover and a double score in the fourth quarter there. So yeah, they won by double digits. That game was like a 6-point game heading down the stretch there. Because remember, I texted you like, shit, Chips might pull it off, man. Yeah. So listen, Pitt, not that great. I wouldn't take it at 7, but you're going to give me West Virginia at home plus 14. I'll take that.
Yeah, I do kind of think that Pitt's legit good though this year. Like I'm a little, normally these Pitt teams, I'm like, yeah, they're not that good. This one, I'm like, maybe they're that good. But in the backyard brawl, like you're gonna give me the home dog 2 touchdowns. Like I don't care how bad.
Yeah, this is a rivalry thing, man. Like
give me West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia plus 14, man. I can't mess with that. Also going to be on Iowa State again. Iowa State's only, if you tease them down, you can get them at minus 13 at Arkansas State. Now, everybody's expecting Arkansas State to be, that's Butch Jones' team down there. He's an old Central Michigan guy. They're expecting him to be a breakout contender for the Sun Belt this year. That's fine. Iowa State's going to the playoff. We're going to win the Big 12. They're 3-0. Minus 13. I think they can beat them by 2 touchdowns.
I got Arkansas State, baby.
Oh,
I got Arkansas State. Here's my thing. Iowa State doesn't blow anybody out. They just don't. They also they're not going to win the Big 12. Like that's crazy. Utah, Baylor.
Well, Utah. I'm not scared of Baylor.
Look, if you you should take a long shot on Baylor. Baylor can score points way more than almost any, maybe outside of Utah. They can drop 50 on you. So like legitimately. Try to find Baylor to win the Big 12 odds. It would be my suggestion. Also, the lovely Houston Cougars. Let's not quite count out Willie Fritz.
You can't count them out. You can't count them out. Houston is lingering.
Iowa State beat Kansas. I want to just reiterate what I said last week. They beat Kansas State, who is bad, by 3 points. Like
K-State, man.
It's bad. And Iowa State they survived barely. So I just don't think the Iowa State team everybody thinks they're really good right now. I'm not buying it. I'm going to buy Arkansas State. I'm going to buy give me all the points you want to give me, Arkansas State.
All right, I'm going to be on Iowa State clearly because I don't think they're a blowout team. I don't think they're an offensive team, but it is the defense, and they will stifle Arkansas State. But we'll see. I'm going to take them laying the 13. The next one I got is a team you brought up that I also love, which actually I do think was my Big 12 pick during the show to win the conference was Utah, I think. Minus 16 at Wyoming. We've seen Wyoming. They cannot score points. We've seen Utah. They can score points. I'm going to tease this thing to 16, and I'm going to take Utah.
Yeah, I love Utah this year. I'm down with you.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm for sure. Can I jump on one? I'm going to go back to that
Do
Pitt
it.
West Virginia
Do
game.
it.
One of my picks is it's not on the game itself. It's on the over. I think it's going to be a lot of points in that game.
Over on the West Virginia Pitt game.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll hit that one.
Yep.
All right, I only got one more on my teaser list here, and that's Navy. I'm riding Navy all year, buddy. They keep covering for me. I'm going to take Navy, teasing them down to -7 against Tulsa. Home game for Navy. Give me them laying 7 to Tulsa.
I like Tulsa.
I
I know.
knew you would.
I just don't think Navy. I just don't like Navy. I like Navy's getting respected. Like they were 11-1 last year. Like they're fine, and I'm not saying they're not good and blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. Like
It's the schedule, like we talked about. It's the
Right,
schedule,
right.
their ability to score points finally.
And look, I bet it last week on Tulsa to beat New Mexico State, and Tulsa lost. So part of me thinks like they're going to be a little more focused on Navy this week than they were maybe New Mexico State. So I'm taking the 14. Doesn't mean that tees can't hit.
Yeah.
But it is on my list. I like Tulsa plus 14 or whatever.
Yeah, Tulsa plus 14. I'll probably stay away from that, but I'm going to tease this thing at 7. Hopefully catch it at 6.5 if I can. Ride Navy. All right, that's going to bring us to your boys.
About this. Don't worry, Wally. Dean Elias assured me that we're dealing with real sportsmen.
The Akron Zips getting off the bus, academically ineligible.
How do you do?
Ineligible for bowl games, cannot
As loyal
advance. They're going to let them play their
fans,
football
my
games
colleagues
this year,
and
though.
I
Some
are
guys are out on
pleased to be able to
parole.
help you in
I
your
mean, they're
time
just
of
rolling
need.
up.
We look
Andy
forward
loves
to
them,
a
and
spirited
here they are.
workout. Gentlemen, this is your home field, so please take the ball. All right, Dillos, let's get it on.
Great shot from a great movie. Great shot from a great movie. Everybody getting off the prison bus to go against the Armadillos. That's the Akron Zips this year. It's Akron. Give me 5, man. Give me 5.
We just need 5
just
to
need
get
5.
that over for these convicts, apparently, who were in that game. Look, Akron.
0-2, baby. They're 0-2, and this week could be their chance, buddy. They're plus 11.5 at UAB. Now, I told you when the season started, UAB, not good. Had Navy to cover on them last week. Did it. The over-under in this thing is 55.5. Here's the one thing we did find out about UAB so far this season, though. Their defense is not good, so Akron may get a score this week for the first time this season.
Goddamn right they will.
You better hope they do. I'm going to be on UAB here, man. I'm going to be on UAB.
I love UAB this week. I think UAB minus 11 is a gift, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like UAB's, I will say this, and I don't like Dilfer, but they got a couple good running backs, Kuttin at quarterback, not bad. UAB's going to score, and they're going to score a lot.
Yeah.
Akron, are they going to score?
I don't know if they're going to get a touchdown this year, buddy.
So, look, we're going to get a touchdown. What we do at Akron is we're slowing it down. We're going to make a hard push at the end of the year when the most teams are hurt or quit. That's when the zips come. Look, I'm going to take the under, but I'm going to take UAB to cover.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to
It's going to be 0-3, by the way. 0-3.
They're going to be 0-3, and the first 3 games are going to match all their test scores 2-0. So, I mean, they're not looking good. We're both on UAB here, and that's going to bring us to some of our money line dogs. Let's get some money line dogs, some winners going.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
That's how excited we get when we're about to pet these dogs. I mean, we just do. We do. All right, man. Here's going to be my money line dogs for the week in college football. I love Arizona as a home dog to K-State, right? We just talked about it. K-State, not good. Just lost to an Army team that I told you I think is bad this year. The quarterback is not good.
Yeah.
And they beat K-State. So, buddy, Arizona's minus 1.5. Just give me the money line. I'm going to take the Arizona Wildcats at home against K-State. You got one?
Yeah, I'm going to, I'll give you one on Thursday, Friday section just for fun. And I know you're going to hate it, but I'm going to give it to you. Wake Forest plus 7.5 money line dog Thursday night. just why not? You know, I like the Friday night Arizona, but if you want to really gamble, look, NC State is not good. Let's not pretend like they're good. It's
No.
like good. Wake Forest is not good. So you're gonna put two not good teams at home, and you're gonna give me the home team as the dog. I'm taking that team all day. And yeah, they'll probably lose, but the value is too much for me. So give me Wake.
Okay, give you Wake. We're both on West Virginia. I'm going to take West Virginia money line at home. I know we love them at the tees, plus 14. Maybe you like Pitt laying the 7. I'm going to take West Virginia money line at home and pull off the upset. I'm going to roll them as one of mine.
I mean, I would take, I think Memphis is a better football team than Troy, but Memphis is going to Troy, and it just has me a little nervous. I still think Memphis has a great chance to make the playoff. I like them a lot. They have their USF comes to Memphis in like late November. Going to be an awesome game, possibly for the playoff spot. So, but if you want to tell me Memphis loses, this is a spot to do it. And Troy's about a 4-point dog. So I think it's playable. It's like plus 140. I think it's a very playable spot for Troy.
Okay. All right. I bet be careful on that trap game because they looked good last week. Troy did. Memphis is a better football team, but we'll see. We'll see how that one plays out. Now, we both like Tulane and Duke. And like we said, that line keeps changing back and forth as to who's going to be the dog. I'm on Tulane. Andy's on Duke. We like both of those. Those are your money line dogs for the week in college football. Now, before we get into the NFL here, Andy, we got a little catching up to do on the old head-to-head, right? Okay, so you got me week one, and now week two, I got you. We went Pittsburgh and the Jets. Pittsburgh ended up winning that game, and then we went head-to-head on the Akron cover, which wasn't a good bet.
They didn't come.
They didn't come close, buddy. They didn't score.
Wait, you got me on the Jet. Who did you have? Pitt? What did you have?
I had Pitt, and you took the Jets money line.
Oh, I took the money line.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they should have won, by the way.
Yeah, well, it was a close one. It was a close one, but the head-to-head is heating up. Now, you shouldn't have doubled down on that Akron pick. We'd have been even. That was bad. I was just a little too emotional.
Well, they had to cover like 35. I just didn't know rule. It's what I've been talking about in the previous podcast. Like these major programs who need and definitely need to win are going to take these teams to the woodshed. Right. And you're like, Alabama doesn't need to do it. I'm like, every team does it. Every single power team does it. Missouri does it. Yeah. Nebraska does it. Alabama does it. Like, it doesn't matter. That's, I gotta register that a little more when these big spreads come, especially when it gets close and it's out of control. And if it's like 35-0, like it was 33-0 and a half, then you're like, I am screwed because Nebraska is going to dump it on Akron. And they did.
Yeah, they did too. They just dumped it on them too, and they did not quit. All right, let's jump into our NFL picks for the week. Pretty good first week for us at 10-4 with handing out teasers and over-unders and things like that. So let's jump into week 2 here. I'll tell you one that listen, I saw the Cowboys play against Philly. Was I thoroughly impressed? No. Did they look a lot better than I thought they were going to be? Yeah. Did the Giants look worse than I thought they were going to be? Yeah. Go ahead. I'm going to be on the Cowboys laying 5.5 to the Giants. There's already talk of Jackson Dart coming in halfway through the game, and just give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, and the thing you have to remember too is that Dak kills bad teams. Kills them. Like, he destroys bad teams.
Yeah.
Good teams give him a hard time, but he destroys bad teams. So I also like the Cowboys. I like the -5.5, -6, whatever it is.
Yeah, let's be on that Cowboys pick, buddy. I'm also going to be on the 49ers. Look, I don't know what's going on with the odds makers. They had such bad kicking issues last week. They cut the damn kicker. They still won the game against Seattle. Niners laying 4.5 at home to the Saints.
No, they're on the road, and don't bet this game. Don't bet this game.
I'm gonna bet money.
They're at the Saints. Problem is, Purdy's probably not going to play, right? So here's how you know Purdy's probably not going to play. The line opened whenever I thought that Purdy was healthy at -7 on the road at New Orleans.
Yeah.
Now the line is 4.5. That tells me Vegas does not want to hang the number at 7. They don't want to hang that big number because everybody's going to be on the Saints because Purdy will not play. So Mac Jones will come in and be the backup quarterback. He will play for the 49ers with no Kittle, maybe no Juwan Jennings. I don't know about Pearsall. Like, only C-Mac's going to be like, to me, it's just a pass. I'm not saying
Fair.
they won't cover, but like, you want me to place money on Mac Jones? No, not going to happen. There's no way. No way.
The alternate there is you're putting money on Spencer Rattler. So I guess the alternate is you're putting money on neither. Okay.
I'm putting money on neither. Like, I would just be like, there's no way. I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. Like, I don't think Purdy's going to play. I think Vegas is telling me that. Vegas is telling me he's not playing.
All right. Well, and if you think he might, or if you like the Niners, you better jump on it now. Because if they announce he is playing, things will shoot right back up. So you better jump on it quick if you do like it. Both of those games reek a teaser to me, but like you're saying, maybe stay away from the Niner game, but that Cowboy game, take that to a pick 'em all day, cross the damn line, but that's a pick 'em. Let's go Rams at Titans. I believe you like the Titans. You already spilled the beans a little bit on the last show. You like the Titans on a money line spot here at home, huh?
I like Titans on money line. I like Titans plus 5.5. Like, the Rams are a very good defense. I think it's a little overrated personally, but the Titans have already played probably the best defense, right? They're going to make some changes. They're going to be at home. I like this Titans team. I think at plus 5.5 and the money line, I think I'd put them in the round robin for the heck of it, just to see. I think it's a spot. And it's a good spot for the Titans. I like it.
All right, man. I'm going to be on the Rams.
Desperate team. 0-1 team at home. Rookie quarterback. Desperate. Need it. So I'm going to take them.
All right, buddy. We'll be on opposite ends on this one. This may be our head-to-head this week. I'm going to take the Rams to cover, man. I just think, like you said, rookie quarterback at home. I like the Titans too. I think they're growing. I think they're getting better. I don't think they're going to be able to hang with the Rams down the stretch. I think the Rams will pull away from them. So we'll see, man. We'll see if we don't run into anything else as of now. I'm not tagging it with the video yet because it's not official, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, so you may not like it, but I love the Bills laying 6.5 at the Jets. Look, we saw the Jets look pretty good. They look pretty good against a really terrible Pittsburgh defense. That Pittsburgh defense don't look like no Pittsburgh defense, man. It's going to be a different week for Justin Fields this week. I'll expect Breece Hall to get his a little bit. That Bills defense, pretty good. Now I know the counterpoint is going to be Lamar Jackson, kind of similar to Fields in play style, but he's not Lamar Jackson. I'm rolling the Bills.
I'm on the Jets. Jets at home. I love it. I love the Jets at home. Give me 6.5. Give me 7. Give me 6. Like, but you're making the point though, which is why I love the Jets. Right? Like, yeah, the Bills don't have a safety. They have no safety. They can't stop the run. Breece Hall is going to run, and when you can't stop the run, then you can pass. Just ask the Steelers. The Steelers defense is better than the Bills defense, and the Aaron Glenn and Fields and Breece Hall just destroyed that defense. Right? With the Steelers' issues are the exact same issues the Bills have. The exact same. The D-backs are bad. The safety's bad. There's nothing that can stop. They can't do anything. This is why Henry ran all over the Bills. The Bills are going to run into a poor homeless version of the Ravens in the Jets, right? And I just saw the Ravens put up 40 pretty easily on the Bills. Look, that just tells me there's going to be a lot of points. I like the over. That's how they keep it close. Like, the Bills aren't going to go in there and beat them by 20. They're just not. This Bills team, in my opinion, is not that good. Is a little overrated, and they can't stop anyone on defense. So I love the Jets.
I'm just going to play a little counterpoint. You make a good point about the defenses, but then I'm going to make a counterpoint on, old man Rodgers lit up the Jets. What do you think Josh Allen's going to do to him? So yeah, the over is the play here.
He'll do good. He'll do well for sure. But you're asking me to, like, do I think Aaron Glenn can get that defense right? I do. I think he can scheme it up. I think. All right,
man.
I'm buying into Glenn a little more than I thought. I think this year.
You're on the Jets and the points. I'm going to be on the Bills in this one. Nope. I got another one I like. Here, man. I saw the way they played last week. I still like them. I still think they're good. Koo misses the kick at the end of the game to send it in overtime. I like Penix on the last drive, goes down and puts him in the end zone. Defense let him down and let Baker go down and get the field goal. I get that, but that happens a lot in the NFL 2-minute drill. And then Penix takes him right back down to get the tire, and Koo misses it. So The team that should have cut their kicker this week was the Falcons. This is 2 years in a row now. Koo's just donging and missing kicks. Just be done with it, man. But Falcons are plus 4.5 at the Vikings. I think this is an emotional line for the Vikings based off that fourth quarter they had against the Bears. I'm going to take the Falcons. I'm going to take the Falcons money line to go beat the Vikings.
We're going to be opposite all week, baby. I love – this is probably my favorite bet of the day. I love the Vikings, minus 3.5. Love them. Do you remember last year? These exact two teams played in December of last year. Do you want to know what the score was? 42-21 Vikings.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
That was the Kirk Cousins game, though, after he was hurt.
Sure, but still.
Right.
Atlanta can't stop. They can't stop Minnesota. They just can't. I don't care who's quarterback. And I like JJ McCarthy, by the way. I think the kid looks legit.
He looked good in the fourth quarter. I'm pulling for him.
The kid's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem, I think, for the NFC North. He's got a little moxie. He's got a little swag. He's got great weapons. They got one of the best coaches in football. Quarterback whisperer.
Good coach.
Great coach. He's amazing. I love the Vikings. I have the Vikings in all sorts of money line stuff. I have the Vikings at 3.5. I'd buy the Vikings down to 3. The Vikings are going to beat this team by double digits. Don't think just Atlanta can't stop them. And the Vikings defense is way better than whatever Atlanta's offense can do. So the Vikings defense is going to get some stops. It's just a matter of time. So Vikings all day.
We'll see. I'm gonna take another shot on the Falcons, man. I like Penix. I don't think everybody's talking a lot about the Jones comeback, and everybody's is talking a lot about McCarthy and what he did and all that, and which are great. Those are great stories. Nobody talking about what Penix did. I mean, the last 3 games he comes in last year, awesome. This first game this year against a playoff team, awesome. I mean, this kid looks legit. I mean, I think he'll keep you in any game. I think
he's good. He can score, right? I just think when Penix runs on the road, I really don't want to take Michael Penix on the road in the Vikings home opener against JJ McCarthy, who's going to be there's just no way. I just can't. I wouldn't be able to stomach it. So give me the Vikings.
All right. Well, I know this is on my teaser list 100%, though. I mean, 100%. I'll be taking that Vikings tease. I mean, that Falcons tease for sure.
I'm telling you, do not.
You think it's going to be more than an 11 and a half?
They're not going to. Yes, they're going to double digit. Yes, double digit.
All right. We're listening to Andy. I'm gonna listen to you, man. You're being very adamant. You're trying to help me as a friend. I'm gonna not place this bet. And we'll see how it goes.
I mean, if anything, what's the tease? Just give me your tease that you have.
Oh, all the teams together. I don't know. I haven't put those all together yet.
I thought you had one ready with the Falcons. I'm like,
no, I've got a bunch marked to go with them. A bunch of teases, and I'll figure out which way I like them as soon as the lines land. But I like that as a tease for sure, especially if it's more than 10. Let's tell you that if it's more than 10, I like it.
If you if you like the Falcons, what you do, then my advice is wait it out. Hope the public money comes in on the Vikings and pushes that sucker up to 4.5 by kickoff.
Yeah.
Once it's 4.5.
It was 4.5 this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, then you get to 10.5, right? I thought it was 3.5.
Yeah.
4. Then
sure. It's going to be north of 10. This tease will be north of 10.
Then yes. Then I am more interested in that. I'm more interested in that than 9 9.5 doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
10. Well, I'll tell you. Here's what I got for you.
Oh, let's go.
I'll make it quick. Ravens Browns game. It's a pass for me generally, but if that money comes in on the Ravens and they get to 9.5, I'm taking the Ravens. Right at the current number, I'll probably take the Browns if you force me to pick this game. I just want it. I think the value is too much. That 12.5 or whatever it is, 11.5 is too much. I would probably take the Browns, but if it gets to 9.5, I'm taking the Ravens. Other games I like, I'm probably staying away from Bears Lions. Just an FYI, I don't know.
Going near it.
I got to see. Those teams have to show me more than anything. Yeah. I like the Pats plus 1.5. I just think why would anyone pick the Dolphins? Just why?
Yeah.
If you can give me 2 good reasons why the Dolphins are gonna beat the Pats, I'd love to hear it.
That's a money line dog for me. Money line dog. I'm taking New England on a money line dog,
and I take them at 1.5. A game I like. I like this team, but it's the spread dependent. Is that Jags at Bengals game? If the hook can hang in there, I would take Jacksonville at 3.5. If it goes down to Cincinnati at 3, I'm probably going to hang out with Cincinnati. I wasn't impressed with Cincinnati personally.
No, this is a Bears-Lions game for me. Stay away. Just stay away.
But I think the Jags, like Etienne looked awesome. That coach, Liam Cohen, seems to be really good with running backs. Something like, and if he can get Etienne to run, that makes Trevor 100 times better. When Trevor is bad, they can't run. And Trevor's bad. But if Trevor gets Etienne out there on the space and moving, then Trevor is a lot better, like a lot of quarterbacks. But he's a lot better. So I like at 3.5, I like the Jags. But at 3, I'm not as interested. I think that game is going to be close, personally.
All right.
The other one I want to. Did you want to do Moneyline Dogs or?
We're doing Moneyline Dogs at the end of your regular ones here. We'll hit those next.
Okay, then I'm ready.
Okay, I just have one more. I love Bucks. I love the Bucks and the Texans over. Let's take the Bucks and the Texans over. There's going to be points in that game. And Chargers laying 3 at Las Vegas. I like the way Vegas looked last year. I think Vegas is going to be good this year. I also really liked how the Chargers look, and ability to run the football kind of changes the dynamic of that game against the Raiders. I'm going to take the Chargers laying the 3. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to buy the half point. I'm going to be Chargers minus 2.5 at the Raiders, and I'm going to be on that.
Okay, I'm going to get on. I have 2 more then. I actually like the Texans minus 2. It's just a desperation game. Like they have to have it. I think, like under a field goal. Give me the Texans. The game's going to be similar, in my opinion, to Texans Lions last year. When the Lions came in, I think it was last year, and the Lions should have lost that game. The Lions were good enough to come back. I just don't think the Bucs are going to be good enough to come back this time. I think that Lions seems a little better. So I like especially under a field goal. The other one is I like the Raiders, and I also like them in Moneyline Dog, but I like the Raiders at +3. I love it at 3.5. This game, let me just go on the record, though, is a no bet depending on Bowers. Right? Bowers is very important in this game.
Extremely.
So the other thing I wanted to say about this game is that if Herbert is going to have that swag that he had against the Chiefs, that dude looked uber confident in that game.
Yes, he did.
And Herbert was awesome.
Yeah.
And if he's going to do that for the next 17 weeks, the Chargers are going to be very hard to beat for a while. And the Chargers are going to beat teams like this.
Harbaugh has that effect on guys.
So if they're going to throw it with Herbert like that, this Chargers team is going to be better than I thought. And they're going to be good. So that's just where my lean is. I would probably take Raiders at 3.5. If it stays at 3, I'm probably passing. But 3.5 Raiders, 3 no go.
Okay. All right. Fair enough, man. Let's get into a couple of the Moneyline Dogs NFL. Let's hit it.
Can I pick that dog?
No,
Can I pick that dog?
Let's go, man. You already said it. You're going to be on the Vegas Raiders for a Moneyline Dog this week.
I'm going to wait. Remember, I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to see what's happening,
Oh, but this is Moneyline Dogs.
Yeah, but even if Bowers misses, I'm not playing him.
Oh, Bowers misses. You're going to be
Bowers misses, and I will not play him.
Okay, I got to make that note. If Bowers doesn't play, that's no good. All right,
I do think Bowers is going to play, though. I do think he's going to play.
You think he's going to play? All right, we both like New England against Miami Moneyline Dogs. I mean, they're the dog at home. Give me New England in that one for sure. I believe. Listen, you want to find out where we're at, Colts Broncos? It's on the other show. It's on the other episode at the end there with Dunbar Dix. You can check that out. But there's a reason we're mentioning it in Moneyline Dogs here for the NFL. We'll move past that. I like the Falcons Moneyline Dog at the Vikings. I might stick with this, Andy. I might stick with this. What do you like? Not that one. I know you like a different one.
All right, just send me a check with the amount of money you're going to bet on the Falcons money line. Just send it to my house.
I think this was a theme last year, earlier in the year too. You kept telling me just send me a check on your Falcon bets.
Yeah, like there's no way. They beat them by 21 last year. Like, there's no way. No. Give me the over though. Give me the over.
Okay.
You said them. Okay. I do think the Jets are a live dog. I think the Titans are a live dog. I like those two teams.
You're going on a record on both of them or just the Titans?
I will go on the record with the Titans.
Okay.
For sure. I will also go on the record with the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
I also like Seattle +2.5, but yeah. So give me the Seahawks.
All right, then we'll roll the Seahawks. That's
know why? You know why?
No, I don't.
At home.
Mike Tomlin at home as a favorite.
What? Never. Yeah, look. Like Tomlin didn't cover last week. He knows. He won, but he didn't cover.
Yeah.
And he knows. A favorite on the road. I don't cover these games. Mike Tomlin favorite at home. I don't cover these games. So give me the Seahawks and give me the Seahawks money line.
Yeah, that is the way we normally bet it on the show. That is the way we normally bet it on the show. I'm going to stay off it just because I got to see Rodgers one more week. I don't know. Got to see him one more week. But, hey, I'm with you. That's very live dog on live dog. All right, guys. Hey, that's who we're lining you up with this week. Oh, you got another one?
For you, Mikey. I want to give you something. I made something for you.
Oh,
I made three teasers I made for you. And
let's do it.
I'm doing a money line parlay that I made for you.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, here you go. Here's 3 teasers. One of them will hit, and I think if one of them hits, it probably covers you. I think one will hit.
Okay.
Colts, Seahawks, Bucks. That I like doing sometimes with my teasers. I like all putting these numbers together like that. That's the weird. So like it's 8, 8, and 8, or 8, 7.5, and 8. It's like I like that. I just like that symmetry a lot sometimes. So I like that one.
Okay.
Titans, Jets, Pats. That's 11.5. Now this one doesn't match, but it's 11.5, 12.5, and 7.5. Like,
okay.
How's that winning? I have no idea.
All right.
The last one, this one I would do it a bunch of ways, but I like this one. Cards down to pick 'em, Dallas down to a pick 'em, and then I like to do this. I like to pick one of those Monday night games and just have way too much on this Monday night game.
Yeah.
Give me the Raiders. Give me a tease with the Raiders. Tease me up.
Okay.
Tease me
All
up.
right. Bowers or no Bowers doesn't matter.
It would matter. Yes. Yes, it would matter.
It would matter. Yeah.
It will matter. If Bowers doesn't play, it matters. Now, I don't think it matters that much, but because I have Mayer who comes in, but it would matter. It would matter. I would be a little more nervous, but you're right. It's a good point.
Yeah, Bauer's going to matter in that one. All right, and then you had one more. You said
I want to do a money line parlay. I do not know what it pays, but here we go.
Okay.
So what I have is look away, everybody. We got Cowboys. I mean, we'll see. Dak beats bad teams. Vikings. I like that. I have that leg for sure. I would probably throw in Green Bay.
Okay.
In that. And I'd give you one more. And I think just because I know me and I want to have a little action on the game. Detroit Lions.
Oh, man. All right. I'd stay away from me. I'm just not even going to play it. I love them to death, but I just want to enjoy the game and not have to worry about numbers and lines or nothing. You know what I mean? I just want to watch the game and see if they fix some shit they need to fix, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's a couple for you guys. If you're going to play them like that, We'll probably post a couple on across social media. We'll have the baseball games up again tomorrow. You saw what we did last night, baby. 6 for 6. The money rolling in. Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's a $200-something day. Just pay attention. Pay attention and play these damn things, man. It's cutting loose. It's all right. Bet it's twice every week. You're gonna get the big 6 picks, and you have all the fun and the bits and the jokes and the no ways and all that over there. 6 biggest games of the week. Then you're gonna come over here for All Right Bet. For all you guys that really want to dial in, sit down, get the notebook ready, and we're handing out winners. We told you what we did last week. 30-something winners. And we're gonna do the same thing this week. There's no doubt about it, man. Andy, I'll see you next time.
We cutting loose.
And play the bet one. It's time for another episode of All Right Bet. When we go a little long, you forgot we were on the second show. You're going to play the first one or something, man? You were having a good day.
Rough for Louis.
He was having a good day. Can't go error free. All right, buddy. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Wow.